You know, with all the G1 references and characters that have been introduced, one character that I've touched upon in the past that has yet to be introduced is Megan. Megan from G1. Question is, how would she be introduced if they wanted to go that route? Would they wait till Gen 5 to do it? Would they do it in Equestria Girls? Would they find a way to do it in Friendship is Magic? We know that with Grogar coming in next year and basically being hyped up as the big baddie, the biggest threat Equestria has ever seen, and if not beyond that, how would you incorporate someone like Megan into G1, into G4, should the opportunity present itself? Some people feel that Megan would be more suited for an Equestria Girls debut. Maybe. But how would that work out? Would Megan be an exception to the rule? And what I mean by rule is, let's say she notices Sunset Shimmer walking towards the statue, pressing her hand forward and walking into it. Let's say out of curiosity Megan sees this and follows suit. With the obvious transformation that would happen to Sunset into a pony, what if Megan was the exception and she stepped out and she remained the same? Could a story be built out of that? Could a story be built around that? Could the story of, here's this human that walks into our world, follows Sunset into the Friendship is Magic world, but she doesn't change? Is there something about her? Is there something about her that's unique? Is there something about this Megan character that seems similar, if not familiar in some ways? I look at the fact that you can incorporate this in many ways you want to look at. Equestria Girls could be the best starting point, because then you could have, on both sides of the spectrum, the characters trying to figure out how did Megan not change. I mean, spoiler alert, we pretty much have an idea that Sci-Twi, the human counterpart of Twilight, is going to probably get an opportunity to go over and see how things work in Ponyland. Become basically a shorter version of Twilight, but she has glasses, a la Moon Dancer. But when one thinks about it, I talked about how Equestria Girls could be running out of ideas, story ideas. This could be a story idea that not only starts in Equestria Girls and really gets people talking, but it's a story idea that can also translate and cross over to the show that inspired Equestria Girls, that being Friendship is Magic. Because like I said, you could do a crossover-like event where basically all the characters involved have to figure out how did Megan, even Megan herself would have to figure this out. Like, how did she cross over into the world of Friendship is Magic and not turn into a pony? Is there something about her that allows her to be the exception? Is there something about her that shows that she has goodness in her? That, let's say they take her to the Tree of Harmony, and the Tree of Harmony finds a way to sense that she has good in her. To me, when one thinks about it, folks, the story presents itself right there. The opportunities that could be used to go across the board on both series. You started out with Equestria Girls and you cross it over into some kind of crossover event between both shows. And not only would it introduce a long-established MLP franchise character from G1 into G4, but it opens up the possibilities that Megan could not be the only one. That she can't be the only human or other creature that crosses over into the world of ponies but doesn't change. This also opens the door for them to possibly... Sorry about that, but like I said, the potential is there. The story writes itself to be like a crossover event. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Equestria Girls would be the best setup to bring Megan into the equation and then cross over, so that in the crossover event all parties involved could figure out what's going on? And possibly open the door for other creatures, maybe ponies, to go into the human world without changing? What do you guys think? Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But I think it could work, and I think Equestria Girls is probably the best starting point for something like that to begin, or to bring a character like Megan in. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to y'all later.